Hi, I'm Bob Cargill. I'm here at Callahan State Park in Framingham, Massachusetts. It's Saturday, October 10th, a beautiful fall day, and I'm standing here with the legendary Rich Busa. Rich turns 80 on October 30th, just a few weeks from now. Rich has been married 47 years to his lovely wife. They have 2 children, 5 grandchildren. Rich is retired, but I'm telling you, he works harder than most of us because he runs so much. Rich is a former U.S. Army airborne infantryman. He was in the Korean War where he earned a Silver Star. He's a former minor league baseball pitcher in the East Texas League for the Longview Texans back in 1950. Rich, you were inducted in the New England Runners Club 65 plus age group in 2006. He runs snowshoe races about 800 miles annually. Does Rich run on snowshoes? I don't know how you do that. Since 1945, he has run approximately 45,000 miles. He began distance running not until he was age 53, and he's completed 137 career races from distances of a marathon, which is 26.2 miles, to 100 miles. He's completed 76 marathons. I've run 12 marathons. I was kind of impressed with that, but 76 marathons, that is really impressive. Since 1999, he's completed 92 snowshoe races. He's been first in all but one of them. Amazing. And since turning 65, Rich, you've won your age group division first place in 276 out of the 364 races you've competed in. Amazing. Let's sit down. Let's talk for just a few minutes. Come over here, Rich. We're going to chat for just a few minutes. You turn 80 in just a few weeks. Tell us what it's like to be running so many races for such a long distance at your age. How does it feel?
Well, I don't consider numbers with ages. I consider how you feel, and as long as I feel well, I can just keep going. And just doing races on a regular basis is reduces the number of training runs you have to do.
I can see the logic there. So you don't necessarily do a lot of training. The races in and of themselves are
Right.
the running that you do because it's so long.
Right.
I mean, if you run a 50-mile race, for instance, that means you ran 50 miles that week in just one day.
Exactly.
How long does it take you to run a 50-mile race?
Well, my best time was 9:06.
9 hours, 6 minutes.
Yeah.
Wow. And how many of those races at that distance have you completed? I might have just read the stats, but...
Yeah, 50 miles, I'm not sure. Probably about 20 of them.
Okay.
I guess, yeah.
And over 100 miles.
Yeah, I've done 8.
Amazing. You've done 800-mile runs. So never mind the 76 marathons, 8 races, 100 miles.
Right, and people that think they can't do things after a certain age, I did my first 100-miler at age 61. So.
Well, you're inspiring me, Rich. Again, I am pretty proud of my 12 marathons, but I'm going to have to, the bar has been raised. Tell me what your secret is, Rich. Again, a lot of people watching this might say, geez, I can't even go out and run a 5K. What's your secret? What kind of advice would you have for other folks?
It's hard because everybody, we're all individuals. We all train differently. You have to find something that works for you. It's the same thing as eating what people eat before a race. I mean, I would die if I ate some people ate, but it works for them. So you have to find what works for you, and definitely don't try something new before a race.
Okay, yep, I've heard that, and I know that firsthand.
Yeah.
I mean, you want a routine, and
right.
you want to replicate the same routine every day, pretty much, as a runner, and certainly when you're about to compete in a race.
Yeah, because people try to emulate elite runners. They say, well, if it works for them, but it doesn't work that way.
Tell us about some of your more memorable races. Out of all of these that you've done, is there any that stand out?
Well, my first 100-mile race was really stands out because I had no idea, that what it was going to be like.
Did you finish that in under 24 hours?
No, I did it in, I think around 28 hours.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
How do you,
Yeah.
do you eat?
Oh yeah, I ate like a pig. Yeah, I got an iron stomach. It doesn't bother me, which is good. But you know, people laugh. You know, in ultra running, you're always checking your urine.
Okay.
Because if it gets too yellowish, you know, it's a problem.
Right, you need
know.
to stay hydrated. Yeah, I've heard that.
And,
I know that. Yep.
And you know, once you get to that point, you can't come back. I mean, you can't start drinking to make it up.
Right.
You hit that point.
So staying hydrated is important.
Right.
Eating. The first race, what you were mentioning that was most memorable.
Right.
That first 100-mile mile.
And you know, I just forced myself because I knew, you know, you have to drink not when you know, you have to drink on a regular basis, not when you're thirsty. Because if you start drinking when you're thirsty, there's a problem right there. And you can't get by on just drinking on an ultra. You've got to get calories in. You know.
Tell me about the Greater Framingham Running Club. We're both wearing their tops. You a jacket, me a shirt. We're both members of the Greater Framingham Running Club. www.gfrcrun.org. Tell me about the club and the Busa Bushwhack, the race named after you.
Okay, the club I think is unique. It's just a great club. It's a club where people really participate. We have volunteers for various things that we put on, like kids races and a variety of things. And we have monthly meetings at people's homes. Just very social. You know, it's a great social club.
Yeah, and I participated in a lot of that, and you meet a lot of great, not just fellow runners, but great people.
Yeah,
you make
and
friends
Barry
for life.
Ostro was the race director of the Bushwhack. He's the one that thought it up, and he's just so meticulous. He's so detail-oriented. I mean, you know, he can tell you every section of that course it's point this from this point. And he's got it measured down, GPS, bike. He's measured every which way.
It is a great course, a great race. You should be proud, Rich. A lot of people look up to you. You are a role model and an inspiration to so many. Know that. Myself especially. And I'm so honored to be interviewing you today. Let me tell everybody who's watching, it's www.gfrcrun.org. That's the Greater Framingham Running Club's website. You can sign up for the Busa Bushwhack. It's on.
You can sign up on.
And what day is it on?
The race is
November 1st. This has been Bob Cargill with the legendary Rich Busa coming to Callahan State Park in Framingham, Massachusetts, Saturday, October 10th. It's been a pleasure interviewing you, Rich. Thank you so much. Thank you for watching.